Welcome everyone, and yes, I'm back, guys, and it's been a long time, and I have really had a lot of going on for the past few months, and as you can see, both of my channels, it's been 5 and 4 months since I posted any videos. So I do want to spend some time to explain to you guys what happened to me, and also what are my plans for the future, and also what are the plans for the future of my YouTube channels and also Twitch streaming. So as a quick summary is I got really sick with COVID, and after that a few things happened. I got a bit depressed because of my voice and because other things, and then slowly I was starting to lose direction and focus of the future, and things will actually happened pretty, not, I wouldn't say rapidly, but it definitely affected my mental health and physical health. And over the time I was procrastinating, and I was losing a lot of directions and purpose, and I wasn't making a lot of videos. So hopefully this video will share a little bit about myself to you guys, what happened in the past. And I do want to really apologize and thank you for all the viewers who has been looking for me, trying to support me. And I do hear from lots of friends, and I've been hiding myself in a hole pretty much, and it has been really difficult, and it took me a lot of courage. And I was planning to make this video about 2 months ago. Then I plan to make this video, at the start of the year. I plan to make this video on January. I plan to make this video on February. And before I know it, it's already March. And yeah, it is quite difficult. And I'm really sorry for, being away. And I know a lot of you were, still supporting me, still having comments and questions asking where I am. And I do want to apologize for being so irresponsible, and just, I can't get myself back together. So, well, that aside, let me go through what happened to you guys, what happened to me to you guys. So the first thing what happened was around the time of October. So as you guys can see, those videos were made around 5 months ago, and this one was 5 months and 4 months ago. So around that time, I was actually pretty much self-isolated, working from home, but I still got my first COVID, and it was pretty severe symptoms in my case. Well, I was telling my girlfriend I almost called the ambulance because I was, staying by myself, and I was having trouble sleeping, lots of fever. And the worst part of it is, as you guys might have known, I always had a bit of throat problem, and I was having a difficulty to live stream and make a lot of videos before this. But after my COVID, after 2 weeks of COVID, I was having increasing difficulties to speak, and also my condition was kind of deteriorating, and it was becoming an ongoing problem. So I thought, hey, instead of COVID for 2 weeks, maybe I take a month of break. So I decided to go into a break, and hoping that my voice will get better. And and let me get some water. Yeah, it's still not well, but hopefully I can work on it. So I start to get increasingly depressed and worried, not only because of my voice, and also by what am I going to do if I can't speak, if I can't make videos, what is going to be my future, and what are my plans. And that kind of got me into a depressive downward spiral. So initially, around the time of November, I started to play other games. I got into games like the Slay the Spire. So followed by that, I tried the Darkest Dungeon, and time kind of flew away for a week or two. And my plan was to play a type of Darkest Dungeon games and maybe make video when Darkest Dungeon 2 comes out. So I was so depressed at the time, I wasn't going back to Genshin Impact, and I didn't go back to Tower of Fantasy. And I do apologize for you guys not letting you guys know what happened because of COVID and because of my sudden uncertainty with life. I didn't know what I was going to do with YouTube, because if I can't talk, then I can't make videos, right? So I think I have experienced a bit of personal depression a few years ago. I'm not sure if some of you might have known. So I have experienced that maybe for 1 to 2 years before I started YouTubing. And this time it was very similar feeling. I was getting increasingly anxious. I was scared to make videos, actually. It is a little bizarre how, I do this for a living, and I do this for passion, and I do this. But when you actually become scared of something that, that keeps you imbalanced. So it's a scary thing, but I wouldn't say I get that right away. But with the longer period that I don't make videos, the longer that my voice doesn't recover, and during this time there was a lot of other things that's going on. My mom was due to have a major heart surgery operation, and thank God she's okay. But during that time, I really was quite worried about her as well. And I injured my hand a little bit because I was using my iPad extensively. So a lot of things were making me to become uncertainty of the future. And together with that, I wasn't making videos. And it just got to the point that I was having trouble to even play games to relax. As gamers or, as a certain hobby, if I wasn't able to relax because each time I play a game, I was hoping that, I can make video and make guides on it. But I was too scared to do that. And I was too scared to speak out. And I didn't, let anyone know. I was just hiding and just, keeping it to myself. And this happened from, October to November, November to December. And it was the end of the year. I did try a few things, go with my, family and go with my girlfriend to, just go away a bit to have a break. But I can see that this was coming to a downward spiral mentally and physically. And my friends or family were getting increasingly worried about me. So what I was hoping for 1 month break become a 2-month break. And then by the 3rd month, I was suffering mentally and physically. And, as we know now, it's been 5 months. So that's, it's not really an excuse to say why I wasn't making videos, or not really excuse, but I just want to update you guys what happened. And it does take quite a bit of courage to, to come out to say this. It's not that, I did a crime, but I do feel like maybe if I got better hold on myself, if I had a better discipline, if I was able to approach this differently. Sometimes, I lie in my bed, unable to sleep, thinking what I could have done differently. And, maybe if I spoke out, even if I seek help, maybe this will be, not as so dramatic. And, last time when this happened, I actually stayed in this kind of phase, not doing much for 1 to 2 years. And my family was getting so worried. And, that was before YouTube. So I guess what helps me to be a little motivated to get down to the track and, to do things is I try to make some plans. And yes, even with those plans, it has taken me close to 2 weeks or a month to even let you guys know, even let alone, starting them. So as you guys know, my future plans, I still want to make YouTube videos. I still want to, make guides. I still enjoy playing games. And I really do think I have a bit of, inspiration when I play games. I want to share as much discovery as I can with you guys, with Genshin Impact, different things we can think about, different roadmaps, meta, and also free currencies. And similarly for Tower Fantasy before, and also Lost Ark and other games in the past. So I still want to do that. So mainly, as for our YouTube channel, I still want to focus on games. And I was playing a game called Fire Emblem. I recently got into it. It's a really fun game. I wish I made content on that because my plan was to make some videos for Fire Emblem. But during the time, I was just too depressed or too scared to even start. I made some recordings. Actually, I can show you guys over here. I did make lots of recordings. So let's see. Where was it? So I made some recordings with Fire Emblem, in case you guys are not aware of the game. It's actually really a fun game. But I made lots of recordings of different games I played. Just never got the courage to make extra videos. But yeah. It is a terrible and scary place to be honest. So I'm hoping to slowly recover my mental and also physical health. I haven't been feeling well for the past few weeks. One thing is I'm not exercising, and also mentally I'm quite stressed, so I have trouble sleeping. Sometimes I stay up to 1 to 2 or even 3 or 4 a.m. And I tend to keep it to myself. Sometimes I'm a little better, sometimes I go off the track, and I tried a lot of things to kind of wash away the anxiety or the depression or the pain. But I have learned in the past how I came out of my previous, depression, is that instead of thinking and not doing anything, I really want to do something. So, finally I got to do it today. So I want to speak as much as I can, right? Now, my future plans for this year and also for the upcoming month is is that I know there will be a Diablo 4 beta. I think it's around the 17th of March, and thankfully I was not even aware of this. One of my good friends told me about this, so I do plan to do some live streaming to play the Diablo 4 beta. I really love the Diablo 4 kind of games. I used to play Path of Exile, Diablo 3, lots of those games. So this is going to be a big, something big I can look forward. And when I play games, I actually have a better routine. I have a better mental health, and I also have a better physical health. And I really enjoy making videos and sharing it. So Diablo 4 will be our main focus. And at the time, I was really having a good time with Darkest Dungeon 2. So I do plan to make videos on it. Unfortunately, this game was not released on February, so it's coming on May. So I do plan to make, we have 2 YouTube channels. Maybe one YouTube channel will focus on Diablo 4. The other one will focus on the Darkest Dungeon. And this way, both of the channels were kind of, fully operational. And I hopefully can get this up in a few months. So in the next few days, I'll try to make some videos on Diablo 4, maybe the Darkest Dungeon 2 to prepare for the release. And initially, I might not make as many videos, but I do want to coming back to making at least one video a day, and maybe more videos when the games are released. That said, I start to realize, the importance of the mindfulness, and also the mental health. I do want to share some of the learnings and also books I've read and my personal experience with you guys. Maybe I want to make a series of videos on that. And if you have seen our previous videos on the Mattjestic Live the channel, I think a few months ago when I had a YouTube strike, I did make some videos. I want to get back on those videos, but I'm not sure how and how to do this with a limited voice. So, my personal understanding is if I can't even help myself, how do I help others, right? So I want to, come out of my own swamp of depression myself, than to help others. But it's just been a struggle to come out myself. But hopefully as I get better, I can share with you guys what I went through, and hopefully some of the things that work for me can work for you guys. I'm not saying you guys will be like, in my situation, but I do want to help others. And last of all, my girlfriend who's been supporting me and who's been my, lighthouse and my angel during this time. Without her, I think I'll go back to a deeper depression like a few years ago. So at that time, I was gone for 1 to 2 years. So thankfully for her and also for the support, continuous support and everything, I do want to make some videos with her because she's quite interested and we want to try something new. Not just in the game in general, maybe every day or just something that she's interested. I'm happy to help her. We're happy to do something together. So there is a future to look ahead with, and I have to say I'm not saying that, what I went through is massive, but for me personally, everyone's problem is massive to themselves, and it's hard for the other, person outside to see the difference. But for me personally, I think it has been up and down for the past few months. And yeah, I haven't thought about exactly how I want to do my videos, but we might do a poll on the channels. So I'll be posting this video on both of the YouTube channels, and hopefully we do a community poll to see which channel does the viewer want to have, our Genshin channel. Maybe we try different genre of games, maybe Diablo, maybe, Darkest Dungeon. And for the Mattjestic Live, we make a similar poll to see which of the audience like which of the type of videos. And similarly, I can introduce the other videos I want to make to you guys as well this way. And I do want to do live streaming. I feel one of the biggest reasons I was depressed is that I let my sickness and let my, personal challenges overcome my, mental strength. So one of the things is I couldn't talk, so I can't live stream. I know we have friends who has been supporting me on YouTube, Twitch, Patreon and Discord, and I do want to say I apologize to the friends on Discord. I will be trying to sort out the things with Discord as well, if you guys are still around. I know it's been a few months, and back at the time I was, trying to sort out with a Discord channel as well. So I want to get back to live streaming, and I can't talk much. I pretty much at this moment my voice is gone after 15 minutes. So I have trouble talking for over 1 hour a day. And it's quite scary because I can't even communicate normally sometimes. And I don't want this kind of, condition overtake my life. I want to come back to live stream. I want to play games, share with you guys live. And although I did do some live stream with YouTube, but it's not as playing games and having a good time. So I'm thinking of getting back to Twitch streaming, and also I want to, maybe I can just type to you guys. Maybe we can do less talking while I play games, and I can reply to you guys by typing. I can still speak, but I try to not speak all the time. So yeah, I'm trying to change the way I do things. Don't let my disabilities overtake me. And it is hard to make videos when you can't talk, right? And you guys know me back with Underlord and also auto chess videos. I love to talk. I like to share. So it will be a little challenge, but it's better than not doing anything. I think that's the biggest part. And overall, yeah, we'll try to have a poll on the different games. And hopefully I explain enough, and in the future when I make live stream, when we make more videos, I'll do more explanation. And if you guys were worry about me, or want to know what happened to me and what are the future plans of the channel, what about the games we're going to play, make sure you leave a comment, let me know, and I'll try to get back to you guys on all the comments on YouTube. And once we have Twitch running, I'll reply to you guys live on Twitch. And I do want to say a big thank you and apologize for all my audience and viewers and for the support you give to me. And I was actually scared to use YouTube for many months just because I was scared to see those heartwarming comments, and I'm ashamed to face and to reply, because sometimes I like to reply to all the YouTube comments, but now I'm even scared to open YouTube. And I haven't streamed on Twitch for so long. We still have subscribers on Twitch who's been supporting me every month with Twitch subscription, even though I haven't streamed on Twitch for over 1 to 2 years. I really do apologize for that, and I want to get back to things. And finally, I still have Patreon supporters who's been supporting me for over 1 to 2 years as well. And a big apology for my Discord community. I know I haven't been around, and not around anything. I haven't been touching my computer for the past 1 to 2 months as well. And yeah, just looking ahead, and hopefully I can do things one step at a time. Hopefully I can start making videos for you guys, and get back to life with myself mentally and also physically. And thank you again for you guys' support, and thank you to be back. And hopefully we'll have a good time together playing games, and maybe even making other videos on the side. So thank you for joining me, guys. I'll see you guys next time.